Now on Radio 4, the shipping forecast issued by the Met Office on behalf of the Maritime and Coast Guard Agency at 0015 on Sunday, the 7th of May. The general synopsis at 1800. Low 900 miles west of Shannon, 977, moving slowly northeast, filling 979 by 1800 Sunday. The area forecasts for the next 24 hours. Viking, North Utsira, South Utsira, northeast 40s. Southerly or southeasterly, mainly 4 to 6, but 3 or 4 in northern North Utsira. Rain or showers later. Moderate or good, occasionally poor later. Southwest 40s, Cromarty. Southeasterly 4 to 6. Occasional rain or drizzle, fog banks. Moderate to very poor, occasionally good in West Cromarty. 4th Tyne, Dogger. Southeast 3 to 5, becoming variable 2 for a time in Tyne. Occasional rain or drizzle, fog banks or extensive fog, moderate to very poor. Fisher, German Bight. Southeast 4 to 6, rain or showers, moderate or good. Humber, Thames. Southeast becoming variable 2 to 4, rain or showers, fog banks, moderate to very poor. Dover, White. Variable 2 to 4, becoming west to southwest 3 to 5 later. Showers at first, perhaps thundery, fog patches. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Portland, Plymouth, northwest Biscay. Westerly or northwesterly 2 to 4, backing southerly or southwesterly 3 to 5 later. Showers and fog patches, then fair. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. Southeast Biscay. Westerly becoming variable 2 to 4, occasional rain, then fair, good, occasionally moderate at first. Trafalgar. Northerly or northwesterly 3 to 5, occasionally 6 later in east, mainly fair, good. Southeast Fitzroy. Westerly or northwesterly becoming variable 2 to 4, mainly fair, good, occasionally moderate. Northwest Fitzroy, West Seoul. Southerly or southwesterly 4 to 6, occasional rain, fog patches later. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor later. East Seoul, Lundy, Fastnet, Irish Sea. Variable 2 to 4, becoming southerly or southwesterly 4 or 5, occasionally 6 later. Rain later, fog patches. Moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Shannon. Southerly, veering southwesterly 4 to 6, occasionally 7 later in northwest, mainly fair, then rain and fog patches, good, becoming moderate to very poor. Rockall, Malin, Hebrides, Bailey. South or southeast 4 to 6, occasionally 3 at first in Malin and then 7 later except in Bailey. Rain or showers, fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Fair Isle, Faroes, southeast Iceland. Easterly or southeasterly 4 to 6, occasional rain or drizzle, fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. And now the weather reports from coastal stations for 2300 on the 6th of May. Tyree automatic, southeast by south 4, 15 miles 1011, rising slowly. Stowaway, southwest by west 1, 16 miles 1011, rising slowly. Lerwick, southeast by south 5, mist 5 miles 1018, now falling. Wick automatic, southeast by south 3, mist 1700 meters 1015, rising more slowly. Aberdeen, southeast by south 3, fog 200 meters 1015, rising slowly. Lukers, east by north 3, slight rain 800 meters 1014, rising slowly. Boomer, east northeast 1, mist 1 mile 1014, rising slowly. Bridlington, east southeast 3, 1013, rising slowly. Sandetty light vessel automatic, east by south 3, 2 miles 1014. St. Catherine's Point automatic, west 3, 1014, rising slowly. Jersey, west 2, fog 100 meters 1014, rising slowly. Scilly automatic, south-southeast 1, 4 miles 1014, rising more slowly. Milford Haven, calm, 3 miles at 1014, rising slowly. Aberporth, west-southwest, 2, mist, 2 miles at 1014, rising slowly. Valley, southwest, 2, 8 miles at 1013, rising slowly. Liverpool Crosby, northeast, 1, 9 miles at 1012, rising slowly. Valencia, south, 2, 6 miles at 1012, rising slowly. Ronaldsway, north, 1, at 1012, now falling. Malin Head, south by west, 2, mist, 2 miles at 1011, rising slowly. And Machrihanish Automatic, southeast by east, 3, 16 miles at 1012, rising more slowly. And here's the weather forecast for the inshore waters of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, valid for the following 24 hours, issued by the Met Office at 2300 on Saturday, the 6th of May. The general situation: low pressure will bring rain and then showers to eastern areas during the next 24 hours. Further west, a ridge of high pressure will bring mainly settled conditions for much of Sunday, although Atlantic fronts will move in from the west later, bringing rain to western parts later on Sunday and to the east on Monday. Many areas will be affected by sea fog, especially in the east. Cape Wrath to Rattray Head, including Orkney. Easterly or southeasterly 4 to 6, occasionally variable 3 in Moray Firth and in northwest. Rain or showers, fog patches in east, moderate or good, occasionally very poor in east. Rattray Head to Berwick upon Tweed. Easterly or southeasterly 3 or 4, occasionally 5 in north, becoming variable 2 at times in south. Rain or showers, fog banks or excessive fog, moderate to very poor. Berwick upon Tweed to Whitby. Southeast 3 or 4, becoming variable 3 or less for a time, occasional rain or drizzle, fog banks or extensive fog, moderate to very poor. Whitby to Gibraltar Point. Southeast 3 or 4, becoming variable 3 or less for a time, occasional rain or drizzle, fog banks or extensive fog, moderate to very poor, occasionally good at first. Gibraltar Point to North Foreland. Southerly or southeasterly 3 or 4, becoming variable 3 or less for a time, rain or showers, fog patches, then fog banks in north, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. North Foreland to Selsey Bill. Variable 2 to 4, becoming southwesterly 3 to 5 later, rain or showers, fog patches at first, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. Selsey Bill to Lyme Regis. West or northwest 2 to 4, backing west or southwest 3 to 5, fog patches at first, moderate or good, occasionally very poor at first. Lyme Regis to Land's End, including the Isles of Scilly. Westerly or northwesterly, backing southerly or southwesterly 2 to 4, increasing 5 later in far west. Rain later in west, moderate or good, occasionally poor later in west. Land's End to St. David's Head, including the Bristol Channel. Westerly or southwesterly 2 to 4, occasionally 5 at first and east, then backing southerly and increasing 5 later in west. Rain later in west, moderate or good, occasionally poor later in west. St. David's Head to Great Orme Head, including St. George's Channel. Southwest 2 to 4, backing south 4 to 6 later, rain later, fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor later. Great Orme Head to the Mull of Galloway. Variable 3 or less, becoming southwesterly 2 to 4, backing southerly 3 to 5 later, occasionally 6 later in northwest, rain later in west, fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Isle of Man. Variable 3 or less, becoming south 3 or 4, increasing 5 or 6 later, fog patches, rain later, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Lochfoyle to Carlingford Loch. South or southeast 2 or 3, increasing 4 or 5, occasionally 6 later. Showers at first, rain later, fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Mull of Galloway to Mull of Kintyre, including the Firth of Clyde and North Channel. Easterly or southeasterly 2 to 4, veering southerly or southeasterly 4 to 6 later. Rain later, fog patches, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. Mull of Kintyre to Ardnamurchan Point. Southerly or southeasterly 2 to 4, increasing 5 or 6 later, occasionally 7 later in north, showers, then rain later, moderate or good, occasionally poor. Ardnamurchan Point to Cape Wrath. Southerly or southeasterly 2 to 4, increasing 5 to 7 later except in far north. Occasional rain or showers, fog patches developing, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. And Shetland Isles, south or southeast 5 or 6, decreasing 3 or 4 later, rain or drizzle at times, fog patches developing, moderate or good, occasionally very poor. And that completes the shipping bulletin. And looking ahead to later this morning here on Radio 4, Lauren Laverne has a new selection of castaways to send to that famous desert island. Later in the series, you can hear the author Kate Moss and the actor Simon Pegg both choosing the desert island discs. And the series begins now on this coronation weekend with the historian Professor Peter Hennessy. That's a new series of desert island discs this morning at 11:15 on Radio 4 and BBC Sounds. Well, that's it for another day here on Radio 4. On behalf of my colleague Alan Smith in the newsroom and myself, Al Ryan, here in Broadcasting House, if you have been, thanks for listening. Have a safe, quiet and peaceful night. Iowa.